Hello everyone, my name is Legend Ronnie and this game is Rise of Civilization. Now what this video is going to be about is how can you get dead troops. Not that you actually want to, but how is the possibility that you can have dead troops. Second is gonna be about passes and flags. So I keep having these particular questions, so I just want to debate it to you. I just want to explain it the best way I can. I will try to cover as much as I can, but mainly I want to cover the general questions that I'm being asked either in comments or during the live stream. So let me get started. How can you have dead troops? Not that you, as I mentioned, not that you actually wish something like that. Well, the first and easiest way how you can have dead troops if your hospital is gonna get filled. It says over here on the information, which basically you can read them yourself. When your army is in your city defending against an enemy attack, or severely wounded units will be sent to the hospital. When you are in allied city or allied structures defending against an enemy attack, half of your severely wounded units will die instantly. So bear that in mind. So when you are in allied city or allied structures defending against an enemy attack, half of your severely wounded units will die instantly. When you are battling an enemy on the map or at the resource point, or severely wounded units will be sent to the hospital. When you are battling an enemy at Sanctum, Altar or level 1 passes, all severely wounded units will be sent to the hospital. So this is the level 1 passes, so try to make the difference. 5. When you are battling an enemy at shrines or level 2 passes, half of your severely wounded units will die instantly. What is that supposed to mean? That's supposed to mean that they do not go to the hospital, they go straight to the funeral services. The funeral services are located next to the graveyard. That is correct. May they rest in pieces. When you are battling an enemy at the Lost Temple or level 3 passes, all severely wounded units will die instantly. 7. When you are attacking other cities or alliance buildings, all severely wounded units will die instantly. So this is something very important that you have to memorize, because it helps you a lot how you can dead troops. Now there is a note which is also very important. Please note that we will be unable to receive additional wounded if the hospital is already full, and that wounded troops who are unable to enter the hospital and receive treatment will die, and they will be sent to the funeral services, which I already mentioned where it is located. That is why you must always remember to upgrade your hospital and heal wounded troops in a timely fashion. When you are battling, what they mean by timely fashion, if you know your hospital is not that big, when you are battling you can just simply enter your city and you can heal up your troops, speed them up. If you reach your hospital capacity, then you might want to stop battling. If you have no resources, if you have no speed rush, I would advise you to stop battling and shield up, because if you get attacked and your hospital is full, all severely wounded will die. This is something that you should try to avoid at maximum in this game. Maximum. Having dead troops. This is like the worst thing it can happen into the game, because the amount of time to retrain them or rebuild your army is quite high. So avoiding dead troops is very important. That's why reading this particular part of the hospital is very important. I don't have to go to a flag and show you the same thing. I don't have to go to a pass or a sanctum, which they put it all in the hospital. It's very nice. You see where I click the information button and you can keep reading it. Whenever you have a doubt about it, you just come and read it. Right, now my tips and advices. First, let's start with the flags. Alright, because the flags, they are the same everywhere, anywhere, on whichever pass it is, the flags are the same. You have to defend a flag. You need reinforcement. Without reinforcement, you cannot defend a flag. So you want to reinforce the flag. Alright, so keep bringing troops, you reinforce the flag, you are at 1.5 million capacity. But what do you realize when you see that crown on top of those particular troops? That means that is the leading commanders in the defense of this garrison. Is that the commanders that you want to lead the defense of this garrison? Maybe not. Maybe it is. Now, if it's not, and you want to choose different commanders to defend this particular garrison, you need a rank 4 officer or a rank 5 officer, which is the leader, to appoint the proper commanders for the defense of your garrison. It says here, are you sure you want to change captains? I don't want Lancelot to be the defense of my garrison, or Dragonlance, or who knows, whichever other commander it is. Obviously, I want Charles Martel and Richard to be in the defense of my flag. Now, another concern that people are having about is the defense talents. I'm gonna go through the defense talents of a garrison commander, and I'm gonna explain it to you. The only talents that do not work when you defend a pass or when you defend a flag is the one that includes watchtower. So the one that includes watchtower, they do not work in the defense of your garrison. Any other that it says increase garrison attack, defense, increase, or while this commander is serving as a garrison, this one works. So this particular talents work. Unfortunately, in order to obtain some of them, you have to go through these, like City Guardian and Adamantine Walls. But the other ones, they do work, because they say garrison, they do not specify watchtower or they do not specify city. So they should work 100% when you defend either a pass or when you defend a flag, because it's part of a garrison. It's a garrison. So these are garrison talents. So that is one concern that I want to take it out of the way. Another one, for example, my commander is already garrison there. Now I realized that I have Charles Martel leading the garrison, which is on infantry talents. It's not on garrison talents. If you want the talents for the defense, if you switch them, so if you go to your commander and you realize, oh my god, I'm the leading commander of this garrison, my talents are on infantry, let me just switch and reset. It's not gonna cost much, 500 gems, or I don't know, maybe you have a talent to reset and you just reset them. If you want to do that, you need to retreat your commander to your city, reset your talents, and then reinforce again the garrison and appoint it again. So I hope I made myself clear. If you reset your talents while in your garrison, they don't gonna have in effect, because your commander already left the city. You have to return your commander to the city with the troops. Then when you send it back, you send it with the garrison talents. This is very, very important that you keep in mind for your defense of your city, or the defense of your flag or pass. Another concern that people most likely have is the leader commanders. This will most likely affect when you attack flags or passes, the conquering talent path. This is why when I'm always trying to advise the leadership talent path if you want to do a rally. It is much better the leadership talent path if you want to do a rally, PvP, or whatever. If you check all the talents from the conquering talent path, reduce damage taken from watchtower, increase damage dealt to watchtower. While army led by this commander, alright, so this is Mars speed. Increase troops load. Are you serious? Reduce damage taken from garrison by 6% when attacking other cities. It's mentioning here, like, very specific, that's saying other cities. It doesn't says flags or passes. Increase damage dealt to the garrison by 2% when attacking other cities. So this is something that you guys need to keep in mind when you attack flags or when you attack passes. Do you actually need to reduce damage taken from a watchtower, which is non-existent, increase the damage dealt to a watchtower, just to try to save the numbers of units that actually die by 10%, while you can get a significant large amount of bonuses to your troops, including 5% attack to your rally, while having this particular talent path. So think about it. The leadership talent path, in my opinion, it's much better from this leader if you want to rally with this particular commander's flags or passes. I would say even for cities, to be honest. Even for city, I will still use this talent path. The conquering talent path, I'm not really happy about it. So this is out of the way as well. Now we have the passes. Something to keep in mind. Level 1 and level 2 passes, they have 1 million troops as garrison limit. You can see that there is a reinforcement capacity limit, which is 1 million. The level 3 passes, they have 1.5 million. Also, the rally capacity to this particular passes, it's limited to the amount of troops that the passes or the flags that are available. So you can only rally this particular pass using a million troops. Doesn't matter how big is your rally. I've seen that on one of the Cheese Gold Gaming video. This was one of his last war videos that was like 1 hour, when they had like half an hour of rally during a pass with a tremendous amount of reinforcements and all that. It was the same. They were rallying a level 3 pass which had 1.5 million reinforcements, and also the rally that attacking was 1.5 million. Now if you want my opinion, because I mentioned at the beginning of the video that you should try avoiding dead troops. Now if you want my opinion about how you should defend a flag or how you should defend a pass, it's not by reinforcing it with troops. It's by beating your enemy on the field. 1, you only get injured troops. That is very, very important. 2, the very strong players in your alliance will do a lot more damage on a battlefield if they know how to control their commanders the best. They will do a lot more damage on the battlefield, plus they can heal as much as they want, because they obviously do spend a little in the game, and it will be much better avoiding dead troops. You don't want to fill the morgue, trust me, you want to fill the hospital. That is the best way you can do it, and the only way you can do that is if you beat them on the ground, on the battlefield. Now you're noticing, if you're having a pass, well, I don't want to take this because this one is really bad. You can be attacked from 2 sides. In my kingdom we have different agreements, you know, we are friends and so on, so I'm not gonna get attacked. I'm just doing this for the purpose of the video. But if you are defending a pass, you can only be attacked from 1 side. Now you can see how huge this area is. Now if you park your troops in front and you keep beating your enemy, even if they're gonna rally your pass, you will be able to stop his reinforcements. Am I correct? So if they don't have troops in front of the flag or in front of the pass, then you're beating his reinforcements. And that is very, very important. This is why I always advise field battles, field fights, because you avoid dead troops, and 2, it's much easier. Many people, they are not paying attention, and this is not just in my kingdom, in your kingdom, this is everywhere. There's not always people that are with troops parked there that are not always paying attention, so you can just pound everyone. Some people just log in just to see how it's going, then they log off, so you can beat them in that particular time. This you know, can go up and down. I'm not saying this is possible, but avoiding dead troops is the main concern of the game. Many players don't really recover as fast as some. So trying to think a strategy that involves less dead troops, that makes you a great leader. And this is also another very important thing about flags and passes that I have to mention. If you do not have a rank 4 or a rank 5 officer online to promote the proper commanders and to organize the defense of your flag, of your city, abandon it. I'm honestly telling you, do not let someone like in this particular scenario with a Dragon Lancer to be the leading defense of your pass. This is terribly wrong. Just abandon the pass, abandon the flag, and that's it. If you don't have a rank 4 or rank 5 officer to organize the defense, make sure that the players that are defending, they are with the proper talent and the proper commanders for the defense of the pass or the flag, then just abandon it. Now, another tip that I can give to you about defending a flag or defending a pass, not sure that this is going to be very easy, but it can be done, is by only sending one type of troops. So for example, you want to send only archers or you want to send only infantry, that would be the best defense that you can do on that path. The same thing with the rally. If you can send just one type of troops and keep reinforcing the rally with one type of troops, those are the best rally or the best defenses then you can do for your flag or for your pass. Now, I hope I pretty much covered quite a lot in this particular video. If I'm wrong with something, do drop a comment in the comment section below. If there is something wrong, I'm just gonna pin it so others will see it, but I'm pretty sure I covered almost everything. So until next time, this is your boy Legend Ronnie signing out. Peace out and take care.